Collaborative decision-making, empowering ownership and accountability. What works well? Es bueno. Empower your team to take ownership by actively involving them in collaborative decision-making processes. This fosters deeper accountability and elevates engagement, turning decisions into shared commitments rather than top-down mandates. Decision-making isn't one size fits all. It's about aligning with the needs of the moment and the mission. Centralized and decentralized structures each bring strengths, and knowing when to lean into one or the other is crucial for growth, resilience, and impact. In a centralized structure, key decisions flow from the top or a core team. It's all about control, consistency, and minimizing risk, a model that works best when there's no room for error. When it's needed, centralization is a strong choice in industries where strict compliance, safety, and brand identity are non-negotiable. This structure offers a unified front, crucial when stakes are high, and uniformity is essential. Real-world examples. Healthcare, precision and safety matter, so hospitals centralize protocols and equipment decisions. Administrators and department heads hold the line on health standards. Finance. In a regulated world, centralization keeps compliance and risk management on track. CFOs and compliance officers play a central role in securing stability. Retail. Brand cohesion is everything in retail. Centralized sourcing, marketing, and pricing decisions keep the brand experience seamless. Corporate marketing teams and buyers set the tone from HQ. Decentralization puts trust in teams on the ground, giving them the space to adapt, innovate, and move quickly. It's about flexibility and knowing the best decisions sometimes happen closest to the action. When it works best, in fast-moving, complex environments, or when adapting to local needs, decentralized structures empower teams to act in real time, guided by their knowledge of the specific context. Real-world examples. Technology. In tech, speed and creativity are key. Decentralized decision-making lets R&D and product teams innovate without bottlenecks. Consulting. Consultants need the freedom to tailor approaches in real time for each client. Project leads make decisions that directly impact results, ensuring each solution is precisely what the client needs. Hospitality. Local understanding of the industry enhances the guest experience. Empowering frontline managers to make on-the-spot adjustments to meet local preferences transforms service into a truly personalized experience. Real-world experience. One of my core leadership practices is rooted in collaboration and empowering teams. I've learned over the years that true ownership comes when people feel like they are part of something bigger, that their voice matters in key decisions. This practice hit home for me during a major system overhaul. Instead of dictating the decisions on scope and timelines, I gathered the team and encouraged them to take part in defining the project's direction. Their involvement wasn't just about completing tasks, it was about being part of the decision-making process that drove the project. It felt like we were in sync, much like Lorde sings in Team, where she emphasizes unity. We're on each other's team. That's exactly how we approach the challenge, working together to make decisions that we all owned. This kind of collaboration also brings about better results. In another project, when faced with a vendor issue that could have derailed the timeline, it wasn't just my decision to solve the problem. It was the collective insight of the team that helped us find an alternative path. That solution came from giving the team autonomy and showing that their ideas were valued. Like in Lorde's song, we understood that our strength came from being united, working together toward a common goal. By contrast, I've seen what happens when teams are excluded from decision-making. I once worked in an environment where leadership imposed decisions without consulting the people on the ground. Those who were closest to the work typically have a better understanding of the process and downstream impacts. The result? Disengagement. People checked out because they didn't feel connected to the outcomes, much like feeling left out of the team. Without involvement, it's harder to stay motivated, and the results were far from ideal. Some organizations combine the two, centralizing key strategic decisions while empowering teams to handle local or operational choices. A retail chain might set brand standards centrally, but allow store managers to adapt promotions locally. Striking this balance isn't about compromise. It's about recognizing where control drives success and where flexibility enables growth. Each decision-making structure has its place. In today's evolving landscape, knowing when to centralize for consistency or decentralize for responsiveness creates an environment where both clarity and adaptability thrive. What does not work so well? No bueno. Excluding teams from key decisions breeds disengagement and stifles accountability. I've seen firsthand how top-down decision-making creates frustration, leading to a sense of disconnection from the organization's goals. When team members are not included, they are less likely to feel responsible for the outcomes, which in turn lowers their investment in the project's success. Building a collaborative decision-making framework fosters ownership and accountability by creating an environment where every voice matters. Much like Lord's team, where everyone is on each other's team, collaboration strengthens bonds and ensures that decisions are shared commitments, not mandates. The quality of decisions improves because they are informed by diverse perspectives, and the team feels empowered, knowing they have contributed to the solution. Unlike other leadership practices that focus on individual directives or process refinement, this approach emphasizes shared decision-making as the catalyst for engagement and accountability. By bringing the team into the decision-making process, you create a culture of shared responsibility and empowerment, ensuring that team members feel connected and invested in both the process and the outcome. This concludes Chapter 40. Please proceed to Chapter 41. Promoting ethical behavior, setting a standard of integrity.